From a woman buried in debt after a brain injury, desperately trying to keep a roof over her head.
The reason I got so behind, unfortunately, I lost my job. And the reason I was unable to seek employment to get caught up in January, I suffered a slip and fall on the property.
To a tenant struggling to juggle payment plans just to avoid eviction.
Because I got rid of it. I was told to get rid of it already when I moved across from there, the second apartment, and I got rid of it. So I don't know why they keep saying.
Okay,
yeah,
so hold on a second.
So I think they think it. They
hold
guess.
on, just stop.
Yes, sir.
These cases show Judge Simpson handling landlord-tenant issues, starting with Ms. James drowning in debt after a traumatic brain injury and struggling to stay in her home. With unpaid rent piling up, she's relying on assistance programs and whatever support she can find. Let's see how the judge handles this.
Court calls the case. Glencoe Hills versus Jennifer James. Hello.
Happy Pi Day.
Steak.
Pi Day, 314. It's a nerdy like math thing. It's like pi.
314.
It's the never-ending
That's
number.
3.14. Gotcha.
My siblings are into nerds. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I was trying to figure out.
Didn't expect that one, did you?
Well, if you had said that, I was thinking I'll take Apple, is what I was thinking, but.
Next time.
All right.
Note to self, Apple.
All right. So how much is owing?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $4,865.83. The notes for my client indicate that Ms. James was approved for Hawk funds that if paid would bring her balance to $3,000. Is that right? Is that James?
So the 3,000, then it would be 1,865.83 would be my remaining balance in regards to getting that taken care of. Unless you had questions.
But are they gonna pay that out before she brings her balance down? I
No,
don't think so.
no. So I have to come up with the remaining balance prior to that.
Right.
So, I don't know if you had a chance to review the defendant statement that I submitted.
I don't know that I saw it, but. Okay, I see.
If
Okay,
you wouldn't mind just taking a moment.
I don't believe we've received it.
you didn't get that either. Are you just talking about the rental assistance request follow-up?
Basically, it's just information as to the, and I mean, if I need to say it, I need to say it in order to make the plaintiff's attorney aware. The reason I got so behind, unfortunately, I lost my job. And the reason I was unable to
Got it.
seek employment to get caught up was in January, I suffered a slip and fall on the property. I have retained an attorney for that. I suffered a traumatic brain injury and the occipital, nerve to the back of my brain. My recovery went a lot slower than anticipated. My regular customary work is property management, so it's very, very demanding as far as walking properties, sitting, standing. So I am limited into finding work that is remote, that I could take a laptop to bed if necessary, but I am actively doing so. So right now my income is unemployment at $624 per month. But again, I'm actively trying to rectify that situation to get behind. If I had the money, I'd give the money.
I know.
My dad's dying in California. I can't even say goodbye. It's not a situation I anticipated, to find myself in. So I want to do whatever I can. So I've also thank you. Sir. I contacted Friends Indeed and the MDHSS 8.
Right, Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
I usually know those things. It's the noodle upstairs. I was supposed to get an update from my caseworker from the Department of Health and Human Services was supposed to call me prior to 3 o'clock to give me an update. I did not receive that telephone call, unfortunately. So I don't know what the status is of that. And then Friends Indeed said that they would, kind of base their decision if the state said, okay, we find that we want to help, then Friends Indeed would kick in as well.
Okay.
And so
hold on.
that gets us somewhere.
Slow down a second. All right. So right now you're just not sure.
That is correct. There's outstanding things that are still up in the cloud that I don't know exactly at what point, but I know the 3,000 from Hawk is definitely coming in, which, I know we included March in that original 4865. When I first came to court, it was 32 something. So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Just take a breath for a second. All right, here's what I'm gonna do.
I have hearing.
Oh, did you need some equipment to help?
I can't wear my hearing aids because of the brain thing. So if you could just speak up a little bit.
Okay, I'll speak up, but if we have hearing assisted equipment, will that work for
Yes,
you?
please. Thank you.
All right.
No, I do not. Unless dogs count, which they should. Thank you
Okay, is that better?
much. Thank you.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. Somewhere along the lines, we gotta find 1870 or 65. That's really what has to happen.
Correct.
So that you understand the 3,000 that Hawk has isn't gonna be paid unless we get this balance to 3,000.
Correct.
Okay. So you've got a lot of things out there.
Correct.
When do you receive your unemployment check?
Every 2 weeks, my next one will be Tuesday or Wednesday, because you file and then the funds.
All right, but that's only gonna be about 300 and something.
No, so it's
Okay, so 624 every 2 weeks.
That's
Okay,
correct.
So the one, bless you.
very temporarily, hopefully.
No, it's okay, but so of that check that you think next week, how much do you think you can pay the landlord?
150?
Okay, all right, let's start there, okay? So 150, and you can get that paid maybe by the 21st, right? And then you'll hear from DHHS by that time, right?
Correct.
All right. And then when you hear from DHHS, Friends Indeed, they'll figure something else out, right?
Correct.
Based upon that.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let me just put this out 1 week. Okay, to the 21st, 2025 at 12 p.m.
Okay.
Okay? Come back. Let's try to get a status update as to exactly where you are.
You said, I'm sorry,
Go ahead, what?
12, I went to write 21st and then the 12 at,
Okay, it's the 21st, next Friday at 12 noon.
thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
All right. So at that point, what will happen is we can check on all of these things where we're at. You'll pay the 150, so hopefully the balance can kind of come down a little.
Yes.
Then what we'll do is we'll figure out DHHS and Friends Indeed,
Yes.
see exactly where that sits.
Yes.
Try to figure something out. Now,
Okay.
what I may do, so that you know, and I don't want you to be alarmed by it, is we may get down to the end of the month and I may issue a judgment for what's left, okay?
Okay.
And give time for everything to kind of work out. That won't include April, okay? So here's what I want you to do right now. Just make sure you come back next week, okay? Don't worry about anything. Nothing's gonna happen between now and then. Okay?
Thank you.
You got that?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Let the process work and then come back and let's figure out where we are. Sound good?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. All
Appreciate
right.
all the assistance.
And just next time you come in, just ask us for
Okay.
those,
Okay.
okay? And we'll-
Technology is so fabulous these days.
Sometimes.
Thank you.
Now, we have with Mr. Williams, who is facing eviction threats after being denied rental assistance due to a cosigner rule, despite owing thousands in rent. With time running out, he's fighting to secure aid.
Evergreen Apartments versus Idris Williams. Oh, there he is. And
Got the hospital. He had a tooth infection, so yeah, he was in the hospital like for a whole 6 days. That was a great time.
okay.
Yeah, no, the infection got into his nose, so he just went on Wednesday, got the tooth pulled out. So, but he was
Okay.
there for a minute.
So how much is owing?
$3,424.12.
$1,424.
12 cents.
And that's because it's like 10. All right. Man, how are you intending on getting this paid?
I contacted Hawk because we were supposed to have a
Right.
meeting, and what they said to me was because my father is a co-signer on our account, we cannot do it. But my dad doesn't give us any financial assistance at all. So that's a great thing. So then I applied for the SER.
What?
My dad doesn't give us any financial.
No, wait.
Oh,
So where'd that rule come from? Hold on.
Your Honor, that's a newer guideline that's been added to the screening process. Co-signers and guarantors, if they're on the lease, it will prevent a person from being able to book an appointment.
So I also applied for the SER. and I got a letter back saying that I was denied, but the reason being denied was you do not have a court-ordered eviction notice, which I thought this was that because it says to evict you from the premises. I thought this was the paperwork that was supposed to be the case.
No. So we're gonna give you a copy just like we gave her a copy. And because if you don't have it, then yeah, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, this was what was taped onto my door. And then when I called them, they said I just have to refill it out.
Refill it out and
do that.
Well,
And then at the moment right now, so when I was here last, I was advised that, hey, Hawk can help out up to 3,000. So just waiting to hear the ruling. So I kept the money that I was supposed to pay for it. I still have the money. It's ready to go. I have $700 ready to pay whenever, whatever situation. It was just, I was trying to figure this all
but
out.
now Hawk won't.
Because, yeah, so I can just pay the 700, whatever, but I'm shooting every shot that I can.
You're a student.
Yes, sir. April 27th.
So
we're trying to, and then we got.
So that's the problem with that rule, because a student's not gonna get an apartment without somebody signing, even if they're not giving any. People think this stuff through. Don't worry about it.
And then I also work this whole weekend because it's the St. Patty's weekend. I work at a restaurant. So I'm hoping that there's a super influx of cash. I work literally in in 2 hours, and then I work tomorrow.
Okay, so hold on, slow down.
Sorry about.
You got 700 you're gonna pay when?
I plan on paying whenever. I was like, I have it ready to go. I was just trying to
the
figure.
landlord today.
Got you.
Okay, get that over to them. That's gonna bring down around 20 some odd hundred. And then you're not gonna know anything because you got to get through this weekend, and you'll know what
Yeah.
your income's gonna be because you have like a college student kind of job.
Yeah.
Right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's put you out 1 week to the 21st.
I do have a question. I'm running the pro day for Eastern Michigan. I'm helping running it. That's what's trying to get me a job when I graduate.
With the other guy?
That's just yeah, he's one of my DNs when I was working with things. So I work with operations upstairs.
See, I don't know. This sounds like a conspiracy.
I can actually.
No,
I have
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. I'll put you on the 28th.
Appreciate it.
All right. Get that in and then get whatever else you can get paid. And that's at 1.
Yeah.
That the 28th at 1 p.m.
Mhm.
And then do you still have your court document that you can give to DHS?
So
Or
this was the document that was taped onto my door when to
is
come.
that a summons?
I believe so. Yeah, it says summons on there.
And then the
And then
next
it says-
page should be a complaint.
Yeah, it says.
Okay, that's what you have to get to them. So you already
So
got a copy.
I sent this front page as well as this, just so you know what and then this page right here.
The one that says
payment.
demand.
Yeah, and then it says you did not have a court-ordered eviction notice. That's the literal.
Okay, so what they need you from that document, they need the document entitled summons, which is on the front.
Okay.
Next page is a complaint, right?
Yeah.
They need that.
All right, for sure.
Okay,
So,
those are really the two things that they need.
got it.
Okay, so I'll set you over to 28th, 1 p.m.
Sure. Thank you so much.
All right.
Do I need to wait for the other piece of paper right now? or-
No, you're good. You got your copy because you didn't have a child throw it away. All right?
I'm the child that was thrown it away.
All right.
Have a nice one.
This time, it's Ms. McFall trying to hold onto her home, relying on rental assistance programs to cover what she owes. At this point, I seriously suspect all the excuses people bring in court are just to buy time and delay paying rent. Let's see how the judge handles this.
Young man, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care. River Drive Apartments versus McFall. Hello. State your name. Michael McFall. All right. All right. Where are we on this case?
Your Honor, Ms. McFall has provided all the documents requested to Hawk, but they're waiting on the landlord documents, and I did let Ms. Pizzeri, I've totally blanked out on.
Oh, you're fine.
Ms.
Yeah.
Pizzeri, know that today, so hopefully. that'll
Okay.
happen soon. And then she's got to resubmit her SER. There was a confusion about the document, so she's going to do a new one next week. And we're hoping between the two of those things, it'll pay off almost everything.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I also have stopped all communication with the landlord, June, because she has not been progressive at all. Anytime that I reach out to her for anything supporting,
Well,
she hasn't reached out, so I
we're-
started speaking with Karina. So she said that she should be able to like send all of the information over to Hawk.
Yeah. But we've kind of bypassed them needing to communicate with each other, and we're going through Miss Pizzeri and Hawks.
Got it.
Or
So
Okay.
I just need.
Amy's helping connect.
Everything. Okay. What's her current balance? 3,655. Okay. So we're just really looking if Hawk comes through at 655.
Yes.
Right.
And if MDHHS comes through.
Oh, right. So how many people are in your household?
Just me.
Okay, so if they come through, that's 410, and then we got a small gap to fill in there. Okay. All right.
She does have a job, so she should be able to pay whatever balance is remaining.
Okay. Why she look so nervous? What'd you say? Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot going on. Okay. So you, that's why I'm looking. 21st or 28th? What do we want to do? 28th?
What's happening with Hawk in terms of, let's say we're gonna have rent, right? I have for April. Yes, I do. Okay. All right. As long as we can still get everything paid.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, if I put it out to the 28th, if worst comes to worst, I just give you a judgment and then do whatever, but it sounds like.
I think that Hawk still requires April to be paid.
Well, they're, in terms of just sustainability, they're gonna try to make sure she can pay April, but.
She had without going into too much background, she had an interruption in her income that has been fixed.
Okay,
So she is not concerned about maintaining going forward, but she does need help.
just getting over this hump and, yeah,
Yes.
okay, that's what it sounded like to me. So the 28th at 1 p.m.
Unlike Ms. McFall, who's behind on rent, this time Ms. Palmer is caught in a dispute over a missing lease and claims about a dog she says she no longer owns. Let's see how the judge handles this.
Evergreen versus Evelyn Carter. Evelyn Carter, Majesty Boyer, and Myron Boyer. No? Should I take it to fall?
But I want to, so Your Honor, the outstanding balance right now is $1,402.22. My client just messaged me that $1,352 was just received from Hawk, roughly a $50 balance.
50? You want to take a judgment on a $50? Really? Yes. I understand. Yeah, you might want to do that. I don't know. 21st at 12 p.m. Let's see if we can get that paid. New Park Ridge versus Sheena Palmer. Come on up. Pardon?
I was giving return.
Oh, all right. How much is owing here? Oh, this is a termination. All right.
Your Honor, I believe at the last hearing, I had made a representation for the court that Ms. Palmer had not signed a new lease for the unit. And I confirmed there is no lease that has been received for the new unit.
For the new,
The unit that she is currently living in. She was in a prior unit. There was an emergency at her prior unit and she was moved to the unit that she is in now.
Black mold.
just hold, ma'am.
Okay,
First of all, this is the rule we're gonna operate by. You address me.
okay.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
I don't want you turning around. If you turn around to try to address Mr. Zeri, you're out.
Okay.
Gary, go ahead.
Your Honor, so she was moved to the new unit. We do not have a lease that's signed for the new unit. At the last hearing, she said she signed it 1 or 2 weeks after I confirmed with our client. We have not received it. They've asked
Okay.
multiple times. Happy to have it if she has a copy of it. And she also indicated that her understanding was her MSHA caseworker was gonna attend this hearing, was not able to attend last week, and my understanding was she was going to be filing a lease, I'm sorry, an answer to the complaint
Right.
today, which is why it was adjourned.
All right. Okay, so first thing, did you file an answer?
You got something to your email. I emailed my information and my stuff to your thing, a number I
Okay,
got
that
on
must-
in my
Got it. Okay.
in legal
She
aid.
did. Hold on. Okay, that was done on Thursday. You did that,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Could we have a copy of this to get to Mr. Zeri? So,
Your Honor, plaintiff would like to inspect the unit.
okay.
That's
The new, okay. All right. So they want to inspect the unit, sign lease. She did file an answer. But plaintiff doesn't have a copy, so we're getting you a copy of that. So I guess what I'm trying to clarify, if you go over and inspect the unit, unit's fine, let's say she signs the lease, Do they still want her out of that unit? Okay,
That's what this case.
okay, just listen. It's mainly about the dog.
Yes.
Okay, and you're saying there's no dog there?
No, and it, sir,
Okay, just hold. All right,
yes, sir.
you are causing yourself more problems than you need to.
They have gave me.
Just don't want to play here. Got it?
Yeah.
Because bad things happen when you do that. What kind of dog are they claiming is there?
Did have a photo of it, but I don't.
Okay, but you don't have, all right. So let's do this. First thing is, are you gonna have any problem with them inspecting your unit?
No, sir.
All right. So when can we do that?
The window that my client is looking for is like an 8 AM to noon type of window.
All right, on any particular day or just whatever. So sometime between 8 AM to 12 noon, what day would be good for you for them to inspect?
Wednesday, because I've been taking.
Pardon?
Wednesday, because my son, I've been taking him.
This
to
Wednesday, say the 19th?
Yes, sir.
This upcoming Wednesday? Okay, so inspection on the 19th.
We have an inspection. I think they talking about that. We have inspection coming up. They've sent papers for inspection coming up soon.
But that may have not been for.
Oh, okay.
It might have been for, you have a subsidy?
Yeah.
Okay, so that might be for that. All right, so we'll do inspection on the 19th. Okay. Somebody's gonna give me a picture of this dog or do whatever. So, all right. So you're saying you signed a lease. They say they don't have a lease. Just listen. So can we get her a lease to sign? Can they do that on the 19th when they come to inspect? Because you'll be there, right?
I'll give it to him on the 19th.
Pardon?
I'll give him the lease. I have it. It's just a reason. It's a little reason why I didn't give it to him. It's a little bigger than this. I have it and signed it already.
You signed it, but
Yes.
you haven't given it to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So do this for me.
Yes, sir.
When they come on the 19th, give them the lease.
Yes, sir.
That'll take care of that problem.
Yes.
And they want to inspect that. She gave an answer. And then we just have to figure out this dog thing, what it looks like. She is saying doesn't have a dog.
Because I got rid of it. I was told to get rid of it already when I moved across from there, the second apartment, and I got rid of it. So I don't know why they keep saying.
Okay,
Yeah,
so hold
yeah.
on a second.
So they think
So
it, they
hold
guess.
on, just stop.
Yes, sir.
So you had a dog.
Yeah.
They move you to this unit, tell you that you got to get rid of the dog.
Yeah.
And so you get rid of the dog.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Yes.
Did you take the dog to the Humane Society or what'd you do?
No, it grew up with my 2-year-old that just left here. So I gave it to my baby daddy, who's it belonged to. I gave it to him, back to the owner who it was. So I don't know why they keep, I was
Well, hold,
confused.
just stop. Okay?
Yeah,
Your mouth is gonna get you in trouble.
I understand. I'm just frustrated. And I put up-
Okay, but you're making me frustrated.
I'm sorry.
So if you make me frustrated,
Well, I apologize.
bad things happen for everybody if I get frustrated, right?
I apologize.
So let's not do that.
Okay.
Okay, so, and he doesn't live anywhere in the area.
No, not, yeah.
Okay, so would he come to court if, not right now, but would
Yeah.
he come to court and say, yeah, I've got the dog?
Yes, sure.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a male, like a pit mixed with something else. A friendly, it was more like a protector dog. It had a pink thing on it I got from my daughter's ex-boyfriend.
Okay, all right. So that's what she says regarding the dog. So let's get those first things taken care of. Then we'll figure out where we're going for the dog and I can see a picture. Yes, Ms. Kazari.
Set this for a final settlement conference.
That's what I was thinking about doing. So I'm gonna set this for a final settlement conference. What next one? Yes, that would be it. Okay. So I'm gonna set this for April 1st, 2025. That's at 9 AM. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's in person.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I won't, likely I'll be in this courtroom. I'll be in the first courtroom.
Okay.
Come down, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, wasn't that a lot easier when you don't start trying to,
Yes,
and
sir.
try to overtalk me? I don't know what,
Yes, sir.
we'll see you April 1st.
All right.
Go have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
You too, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.